In this video, I'm going to give a commentary drive on the end of a Bolton driving test route. So remember, at this point, it's near the end, don't give up, even if you think you failed, just keep going. So this route covers 3 mini roundabouts and a particularly quite tricky situation when overtaking a bus involving a taxi, so stay tuned. So back onto Bradford Road here. Notice I came up the other way at the start of the test route here. So we're not far from the end now. So green light, again middle mirror, nothing close behind. Just covered my brake, yeah, I'm close there, that's fine. Right, so this is more towards the end of the test. Remember, I've done my manoeuvre. Remember, at some point also the examiner will ask you to either follow some signs or a sat nav. On this particular route, the examiner asked set up the sat nav that took you on that route at the start, just before we did the manoeuvre. Okay, so even if you think you failed at this point, remember, keep your focus. What you think may have been a serious fault, the examiner may not feel the same. Okay, so please don't mentally give up. Keep going, even if you think you failed. Now, unfortunately, you may have made a fault that is a fail. No, but I've had so many people on tests say, "Oh, I thought I'd fail." You know, when they come back, they're really surprised they passed because they thought they'd failed for something, because they've sort of marked the test as you go around, which again is a very easy thing to do. But please keep going. Just keep going till the end, until you're back at the test centre and you've turned the engine off. Because you never know, you may have actually passed. So I'm sat on red traffic light. Notice the car in front's just edged forward. Do you think I should edge forward here? Yeah, probably. They've gone around about a car length further forward. So because of the queue, I just want to make sure it doesn't back up too far behind. Notice the lights have gone back to green now anyway. Right, so there's a few ways you could go here. I'm going to turn left at the traffic lights. You can go ahead. If you go ahead, you can turn left down a side road back towards the test centre, or you can also turn left at the next set of lights, which again takes you back. I'm going to take you this way because there's 3 mini roundabouts I want to show you, which can be again quite tricky considering it's the end of the test route. So uphill, just again giving it a little bit of extra acceleration. Just check my middle and my right mirror, just move myself more into the middle of the road. So it's still quite foggy, so just kept my fog lights on for now. I think visibility is clearing a touch, so I may consider turning them off soon. It's getting a bit now. Notice the cars ahead are braking again, so that suggests there's a mini roundabout or some kind of junction up ahead again. If you notice, the sign on the left's been twisted again, the blue circular sign. The markings are a lot clearer here though. So here, notice the blue sign's been twisted for the roundabout. It's quite a common thing with a lot of roundabouts, unfortunately, but here the road markings are very clear, if you can notice. Right, I'm going to turn right, so middle right mirror. There's a car on my right just turning right at the moment, but then I'm good to go now. Yeah, again, making sure I stay fully round the circle. Just dropped into gear 1 initially then when I was just waiting for the coming car. Notice this guy on the right in the blue hat. I'm just going to hold back and leave some space because I'm having to wait for the bus anyway. There we go. Didn't flash, didn't wave, don't need to do that. You know, I just left plenty of space. He figured it out. Because look, the bus was in the bus stop, so there's no real point in me trying to well, just go up here. I could have just let him go. There was nothing behind me as well. So it's a nice situation there to show some courtesy to the pedestrian. Okay, now it's difficult to overtake the bus here. I've not got a great view around the side. I've got that side road on the right where obviously a car could emerge out from as well. Then this is the point where I mentioned at the start, there's a taxi driver behind me who's going to do something ridiculous shortly. So just stay tuned here. Right, can't overtake the bus yet. I've got too many oncoming vehicles. I've just stayed to the right, so my view's pretty good. What are you doing, you? What are you doing? So here, just check out where the taxi driver ends up. He has to drive half on the curb pretty much to avoid colliding with me now. It's a very, very good job. There was no pedestrians here at this point. Oh my. Right, so what you didn't see in my mirrors there. Notice it was a taxi, that. Not a surprise. I looked in my middle right mirror when I saw a gap coming in. He'd angled himself behind me as if he was going to try and go round me. Then when I saw the gap coming, I checked my middle right mirror again, started to move out indicated, and he'd actually pulled up alongside me. He just nearly crashed into me. My God, I mean, how much in a rush can you be to potentially try and overtake a car who's waiting for a bus at a bus stop, legitimately by the way, because it was oncoming cars, My God. All right, so if anything, all that does is demonstrate why you must check your middle right mirror when you're going round obstructions, particularly buses in bus stops. You are looking for impatient, you can add words, and I'm going to say idiots. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go any stronger than that, but I could add much more stronger word than that there. Yeah, all looks clear. Right, so again, notice the bus is in the bus stop again. Now, is there room for me to go past this crossing? Now, ordinarily I'd wait here, if you notice. I didn't really want to get too close to that bus in planning to overtake. As you've just seen, I've just passed a roundabout and there's a car behind me out of shot who's actually stopped on the roundabout. So I'm going to move forward here to ensure the roundabout behind me doesn't get blocked. And there probably is room for one more car here, particularly because I've got a bit of queue of cars behind me. I've took myself closer to the bus than I want to be, but there was a queue of cars behind me. There's a car behind me actually stopped on the zebra crossing behind. Now that would be a fail on the driving test. Notice the bus is indicating right to move off again there. Okay, so that worked out pretty well in the end there, because you notice there was a lot of oncoming cars, so I didn't really have a chance to overtake the bus safely there. Yeah, so just be wary sometimes. You might have to go into positions you don't really want to be. A lot of the time due to the situation that may be going on behind you, which is out of your control. Yeah, so if you stop on the zebra crossing, you would fail your driving test. So I considered waiting, but because there was cars behind me, they were near enough on the roundabout, I took myself closer to the bus than I ordinarily would, just so there wasn't a queue blocking the mini roundabout behind me. Right, so I'm back at the test centre now, if you notice. I'm going to turn right, so middle right mirror, indicated to the right. There's a blue van on the right, just waiting to turn right, so just stop there. Oops, silver car's going left, so that's okay, I can make that. Car's opposite way for me there. Right, and I'm going to take the next left into the test centre. Now remember, I've done the parallel park manoeuvre already on test, so when you come back here, you don't need to do the reverse bay at this point. Okay, so just clarify that point. If you get back to the test centre and you've already done one of the either forwards bay park, parallel park, or the pull up on the right reverse 2 car lengths, you will not have to do the reverse bay park in the test centre at the end of your test. Okay, so I'm just going to take myself forwards into the bay that's just in front of me. And there we go. Right, so there's your test route done. Like I say, quite eventful with the end there, with that car trying to overtake me, overtaking the bus. So I really hope that helped. It's a number of test routes. It's one of a number, of test routes that I've done in Bolton in Greater Manchester. So if you'd like to check out my channel to check out all those. If you have your test coming up, the very, very best of luck, even if it's not in Bolton. Remember, try and keep your composure and re-watch any bits of the videos which you weren't sure about, and any little tips. And please like and subscribe to my channel for all future videos. Remember to press the little bell alert button for recent uploads. Once again, thanks for watching, and a very best of luck if you are preparing for your test. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.